everybody, and welcome to Marvel/DC News. I'm your host, Sean, and today we are going to be talking about a huge match, which should be really cool. Deadpool versus Wolverine. And it's gonna be a cool match because, you know, these guys have extremely similar powers. They're both a part of the X-Men. You guys know what I'm talking about. Deadpool is like kind of a mix-up, but he has affiliated with the X-Men, and he has technically been in the X-Men. But whatever, guys. So this is an interesting match because they both, like I said, have very similar powers. So let's start with comic books, of course, because comic books are what gives the origins of superheroes. And whenever they fight, it starts off in the comic books. So I think Wolverine would win. Deadpool would win. Here's why. Hold on. Now, maybe Wolverine will win. This is just my opinion I'm giving right now. I am going to stay unbiased through this, but I shouldn't have given my opinion now. But no, seriously, guys, just let me give you some facts, okay? I love Wolverine and Deadpool very much. I don't love either one more because they're not necessarily my favorite superheroes, but they're pretty damn cool. They're pretty thug life. But okay, guys, so in the comics, Deadpool and Wolverine have fought probably 4 to 5 times. And here is something that's accurate. Deadpool has won over Wolverine about 3-1. So they fought around 4 times, but Deadpool has won 3 of those times. Deadpool's won 3 times, Wolverine has won once. And Wolverine only won that one time because Deadpool didn't want to fight him anymore. I mean, like, you know, Deadpool's like, screw this guy who has the same powers as me. I am done. But taking their abilities into consideration, Wolverine has quite a few abilities, and I have a list of abilities I wrote down here. Healing factor, which basically means Wolverine can recover from almost any infliction in moments, depending on how powerful it is. Mutant might, the combination of adamantium weight and healing, gives him near peak human strength. Relentless fighter, like he never gives up when it comes to fighting. Wolverine's healing ability gives him incredible stamina. True that. Same with Deadpool, though. Adamantium skeleton. Wolverine's skeleton provides him with unbreakable bones. So, yeah, practically indestructible. Enhanced senses. His smell and hearing are superior to normal humans. It's not just his smell and hearing, but it's also his eyes. His eyes are really good. Like, look at those eyes right there. Like, eyes, man. Beautiful eyes. I'm sounding so weird. Let's move on. Adamantium claws. His claws can slash at any surface without breaking. Old soul. Wolverine possesses over 100 years of experience. Like, you know, he's learned a lot over these years. Berserker rage. Wolverine overwhelms his opponents, relying on his healing factor to keep him going. And, like, here's more of the cons of Wolverine. Here's a great list of cons. Limited regurgitation. Wolverine doesn't heal as fast as he does, you know, in the movies, and he can't regrow limbs, which kind of sucks. Adamantium weight. Wolverine requires greater exertion to move with his very heavy skeleton. You know what, guys? We're pointing out too much about Wolverine. Let's move on to Deadpool. So here are my pros of Deadpool. Hyper regurgitation. Deadpool can recover from virtually any infliction and regrow limbs in seconds. Like he did in the movie, for example, when he lost his hand. He regrowed pretty damn well, pretty damn quickly. And depending on how bad it is. Enhanced strength, just like him. The combination of healing and further experimentation gives him borderline superhuman strength. Restless spirit. Deadpool's healing ability gives him incredible stamina. See, these guys are extremely similar. Check this out. Kalau's skin, bleh. His skin is constantly dying and regrowing, making Deadpool immune to conventional pain and injury. Immortality, most fatal wounds will not incapacitate Deadpool, allowing him to fight as he heals. I mean, that's what I'm saying, guys. These guys are incredibly similar. Enhanced abilities, just like Wolverine's. And you guys know what I mean. Incredible tactics. You know, he's really smart with strategy. Yeah, so there's some cons to him, too. he has emotional healing too. His healing is affected by his emotions, making him heal slower if he's sad or depressed, or faster when he's happy and angry. Most of the time he's happy and angry because he jokes around a lot when he fights. Like, he's like one of the funnier superheroes. And, he has some mental instability. Deadpool's, psychosis makes him unpredictable, but can also hinder his own abilities. So you guys have to remember, these guys are incredibly similar, but I think Deadpool would win, because not only has he beaten Wolverine 3 times in the comics, and Wolverine won once because Deadpool backed out of the fight, but he's got more focus. Do you guys know what I mean? Wolverine has more focus. Wolverine is incredibly focused. He's probably a way better fighter than Deadpool. However, Deadpool, though they have similar powers, Deadpool heals quicker. He can regrow limbs, like Wolverine sliced off his arms. It's back. You guys know what I mean? That was a crappy snap. But guys, seriously though, the winner here, Deadpool. Here's why though, really quickly, if you guys are still a little bit confused on why. He heals quicker. He has better strategy. Wolverine just gets angry. Wolverine is more serious about his fighting, but, Deadpool may act stupid, but he has an incredible strategy. And though his body isn't adamantium, he heals quicker and is more immune to stuff. Like, he could get shot in the head and he won't die, but Wolverine will pass out for like 2 seconds, That's the thing. He's got faster healing, better senses, kind of like spider senses, for example, like Spider-Man. He's got incredible senses, better than Wolverine's. But yeah, the winner is Deadpool here. However, Wolverine would definitely put up one hell of a fight, but the comics say so. I'm sure the movies will eventually say so, and the facts say so. So I'm sorry if you guys disagreed with who would win in this video. I try to stay unbiased. Like, I love both of them. Like, they're not my favorite superheroes, but they're both pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to leave your own who would win match down there. I don't care if it's Marvel, DC, Marvel, hero, villain, hero versus villain, villain versus hero, DC versus Marvel, Marvel versus DC, anything you guys want. Doesn't matter. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, please subscribe, guys. Thank you all. I love you all. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys. And I'm getting a phone call at the worst moment.